California for a fist fight. There are white people who rape women, cops killing black men, and violently abuse people with weapons who get less of a sentence than he did. When we yell "fuck the police," it's not because of a song or because of a trend. It's because we've been victims of this gang all of our lives. When I say every cop is a bad cop, I say that because cops were made to police slaves and immigrants and the poor. I can't trust that organization that was built on the destruction of my people. I always say if a good person wants to join the Nazis, he would still have to do Nazi work. The same applies to cops. My mom taught me to be rebellious and fight for what I believe in, like she did in the war. I became an activist ever since the murder of Oscar Grant in 2008 by a police officer. I went to my first protest and became addicted to being around people who are just as angry as me and want to fight for what we believe in. I fought for years for the freedom of my little brother as well. Over 10 years later, and I've been in the front of every major protest in Oakland, California since then. I'm from the San Francisco Bay Area where the Black Panthers were created and the hippie movement began. Protesting is something that is very important to me and my people. I wish I can go online and not have to worry about seeing a brother or sister being murdered by a cop. I wish I can go online and not have to see this shit everywhere. As bad as it may seem, aggressive protesting works. We're tired of asking for you guys to hear us. We're tired of telling you guys not to kill our people. We're fed up. Protests show solidarity between the people and show that we have strength in numbers. When protests happen, it makes the government have to come up with a solution and actually look at what they have done wrong. It might not be the impact we want right away, but it shows how hard we want things to change. We don't want to be out here protesting and have to deal with this shit, but it's our last resort. What's happening now is nothing new. Protesting is how civil rights movement succeeded, how Jim Crow and segregation ended. Police brutality and racism go hand in hand. But this is beyond the police. This is institutional racism that we are born into. As I got older, I learned that a lot of these things are adjusted and recovering from trauma. These things can cause psychosis, depression, substance abuse, and more than likely anger. And it all stems from a history of racism and discrimination. I will continue to fight for my people. What I learned from the movement so far is that UK's education system has failed to teach their students about they colonized and caused severe genocide on this planet. You guys failed. You guys colonized, caused genocide all over the fucking planet. Instead, you guys were taught. Instead, you guys were taught how they were heroes, how many wives King Henry had, and how they ruled most of the planet. To an extent, it's not their fault. It's the generation before them and their parents who taught them this. So that everybody here who educate yourselves, make your family uncomfortable when they say racist things. Bring up topics to your white friends. Call out people who are being racist. Black lives matter, but this isn't only about black people. This is about humanity. I'd like to say R.I.P. Oscar Grant, R.I.P. George Floyd, R.I.P. Breonna Taylor, R.I.P. Sean Rigg, who was killed by multiple police here in the UK. And of course, Stephen Lawrence, who was racially murdered here in the UK in '93. I want to end this with one line from my favorite rapper, Tupac. I'd rather die like a man than live like a coward. There's a ghetto up in heaven and it's ours. Black power. Thank you guys.
Solid, man.
Boys growing up, yeah? There's big positive black boys around you making movements.